Hi everybody, Justin Kwan here, and we're back again with a little bit of menswear Q&A. Last time we went through this, I found it very useful to just go through a little bit more long-form discussion with you and talk a bit about some of these frequently asked questions. So let's dive right in.
Hey Justin, what's your thoughts on dressing up in a dress-down environment? Do you have any advice for it?
One question I get frequently is, how do I dress up in a dress-down environment? And with this, I would say 3 examples come to mind. One is black. If you're wearing a base of all black, like black knitwear top and black jeans or wool trousers, you can take that base and just top it off with a lot of different jackets and look really sharp and good. But you're not going to be sticking out of the crowd too much because a lot of people nowadays like to wear black. Another one that comes to mind is denim. You guys all have a pair of denim in your closet, right? I'm guessing you do. If you take that pair of denim, pair it with a nice white dress shirt, and boom, you're already looking good to go. If you want to, top that off with a jacket as well. Another idea that comes to mind is beige colored knitwear with a similar beige or khaki trousers. This is another really easy base that I can wear that many people out there are wearing. But for me to feel comfortable, I'm topping that off with a jacket as well to just slightly elevate my look. And again, I feel comfortable wearing a tailored jacket, and I bet you guys would too.
The second question would be, what comes across in mind when you commission suits?
Whenever I'm commissioning a new suit, one thing comes across my mind, and it's 3 points of a question. What time am I going to wear this? What place and what occasion? And basically by answering those 3 questions, it's going to dictate what kind of suit I'm wearing. What time is it? Is it daytime or is it nighttime? Is it a work outfit or is it an event outfit? What place is it? Again, is it in the conference room? Is it an interview? Or is it at a party? And the occasion, again, is it for work or is it for a black tie party? So let's just give you one example. Let's say it's a new job and I'm going to be in a lot of meetings in conference rooms. So the time is going to be at work, daytime, place is at office, and the occasion is, again, formal environment at work. With that being said, I'm going to want a more formal suit, be that a navy suit, a charcoal suit, a gray suit. I have a few options there, but the most important thing to think about, guys, is the time, the place, and the occasion.
Hey Justin, if I really want to get into fashion, but I don't have a big budget for a wardrobe, what do I do? Am I screwed?
Another question I get is from young guys or guys that just want to make a change. They want to go from being a college student to dressing slightly more mature. Or maybe they're in their mid-30s and they said, you know what, I'm going to make a life change and I'm going to dress a little bit better. But they say they're doing it on a budget. Well, my first question for you is, do you have a budget written down? What is your budget per month on clothing? Because if you stop and think about this, I might have a budget for going out, entertainment, drinks, or dining out. I have a budget for, maybe it's for your rent, right? Maybe it's for your electronics. But when it comes to clothing, guys, do you actually have a budget written out? Let's just say, for example, you're a college student, you just graduated. You do have to invest a little bit in that new wardrobe for your career, right? Let's say you put away $200 a month. That's your budget. If you look at that over the scope of a year, that's $2,400 to spend on your clothing. Now, just to put that in perspective, you can buy a lot of stuff with that, believe it or not. You can start with basics, say Uniqlo. Sweaters or even shirts there have decent prices. I'm guessing under $50. A tailored suit, though, is something that you should really consider. And this is why. A tailored suit that fits you well is going to look better than anything off the rack or something that's ill-fitting. Even if that suit off the rack costs twice as much as your budget, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to fit you well. So a tailored suit, in my opinion, is going to be very important. And even from us, from our side, our tailored suits aren't cheap, but they start at $1,000. So even if your budget is $200 a month and you buy one tailored suit from us, that means you still have $1,400 for other stuff for this year alone. Not only that, that tailored suit will set you up for your job, work, interviews, conferences, weddings, events. Not only that, you can take that suit and break it up and create a capsule wardrobe of very limited items. Because the other nice thing about that is, even with these limited items, the less you have, you can actually create more out of it. And it's a little bit easier to make a decision on what you're wearing on a day-to-day basis. So if you guys do want to make a change and you say you're buying things on a budget, be genuine and honest. Write it down. What is your budget? Because I hear a lot of times people have a budget, but what they mean is they just don't want to spend a lot of money on improving their style or improving your image. And it is going to be an investment, and I promise you guys, it will pay off.
So previously you just mentioned you fitting suits. So how do you determine a good fit? Is
Mhm.
there specific rules to follow?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's such a broad and loaded question. But if we think about that for a second, I think there's 3 categories of what contribute to a good fit. The first one I'm going to say for you guys, because I know this is going to come up, is comfort. It has to be comfortable, meaning it can't be tight. You shouldn't be squeezed in the suit. The trousers should be relaxed, but have a good drape. Which leads me to the second thing is clothing in a good fit should make you look a little bit better if possible. This is one of the reasons we wear clothing. So whether that means you're a really slim, slender guy and your clothing adds a little bit more volume to your body. Maybe you're a shorter gentleman and somehow your clothing elongates your proportions. Maybe you're a bigger dude and you want to just look a little bit slimmer. Well, maybe the chest waist suppression in a jacket will do that. The third point is probably my favorite of them all, and it's how does it make you feel? I wear clothing because I want to go out in society and look a little bit better. I want to blend in. I want to look nice for you and for me. So in terms of how you want to feel, do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel happy or good? Do you want to impress somebody? All of that goes into how you feel and your self-expression of how you're dressing. A lot of people ask me, where do I get inspiration for dressing? Classical movies. If you look at the way we used to dress back then, there was a set of principles, etiquette, the way they dress. It's true gentlemen, and something about that really resonates with me. So what I do is I try to take some of those classic looks and put a little bit of a modern twist on it, making my clothing a little bit more relevant. If you guys are just getting into the tailored clothing world, you might ask me, do I have to study all the rules and principles before I can actually start making things? And I can only share with you guys my experience. I didn't go to a fancy fashion school, but I was really passionate and interested in sartorial clothing from a younger age. The first time I threw on a jacket, I thought, this looks great and I feel nice. It gives me confidence. And I think for you guys, you have a lot more resources now than I did 20 years ago. Nowadays, you have a little bit of social media or other resources you can find, such as this channel, to see what kind of cut or fit you like. For me, on my journey, I had to make a lot of errors and mistakes. One of the reasons I'm sharing this with you guys is hopefully we can avoid some of those mistakes, saving you some time and a little bit of money on the way. All I can really say is follow your passion, try out things you like. You're gonna find stuff you don't like. You're gonna find things that work and things that don't work. And this is actually a part of it. So please guys, don't be afraid to make a few mistakes. Give it a try. And most importantly, you're gonna have to put a little bit of effort into this if you wanna try to dress or elevate yourself in the way you look. Thank you so much for watching, gentlemen. You guys have a good day.